Pet the Lala. Pet the falafel.
Ah, Mistress Doom, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of yourself, though they say the star shower was harmless. One can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, Zordia! How very opportune!
Who? Oh, it's you.
Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think.
Because it's not.
At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all. But I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky and, well, you know the rest.
Don't trust it!
When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Zordia, for giving voice to the truth, and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word.
Are we gonna tell him? That this not be our guy? I don't know. I have no idea where the story is gonna go. What can you tell me about the Warriors of Light? Very well, tell me what the situation in the city is like.
The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of the Warriors of Light in a broader rantic context, bruh. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Excellent! I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day.
I swear, I feel like, is Manager of Sweets gonna die? Frizz, don't tell me that.
Zordia, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson.
Yes, teach me.
As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant.
Yes, please. Tell me more.
Tell me more, tell me more. Everyone wants to know. Tell me more, tell me more. Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alfino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you?
We're all gonna learn a thing or two. We're all gonna learn a thing or two. We're all gonna learn a thing or two about the Warriors of Light.
Of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Vrandic history, one would note the comparatively frequent reoccurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tolthawil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort, and Salard, the fabled Drawn and Galgent duo of Vobert. And no list of Vrandic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a Warrior of Light.
Oh, really?
It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero!
Why is there a moth in my room?
In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear, the title used not to exalt but to revile, a far cry from its beginnings.
Wait! Is that the warrior? This, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. Dude! It's the original warrior of light. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the warrior of light. Dude! Tale as old as time. Warrior of light. Yo, that's so cool. I love this. Curious, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manner in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Hydaelyn's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself. A warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero. And conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions were immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Hydaelyn did call me the Warrior of Light. What's the name? It doesn't change anything. And there I was thinking I was special. Yeah, Hydaelyn did call me a Warrior of Light.
She did? I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there is a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good, must have added insult to injury.
I mean, that's true.
While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself? Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah!
Who this?
Aww. Cute! Hi, little one.
Riqi-Tio, are you alright?
Oh my gosh, she's so cute!
Ah, my precious tomes! Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet?
Ah!
You too, Arkil? Erwell? Oh, we're sorry, Master Morin.
Aren't you the Warrior of Darkness?
Cute!
My name is Riqi-Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please?
Oh my gosh.
Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light.
How can you say no to that face? How the heck can you say no to that face? Aww. Setting aside our misgivings, it would seem churlish to discourage the young lady. Let's hear what she has to say.
No harm done, to the children at least. Even children want to become warriors of light.
The children's inquisitiveness is to be commended, but my precious tomes! My dude. We're sorry we knocked over the books.
Do you remember me? When you returned from the sea with the Exarch, I asked you how you became so strong.
Riqi-Tio's so cute, look at her!
So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Quisterium. No, in all of Norvrant. And when I told Arkil and Erwell this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere.
If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here.
Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but, Esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you might accompany our little Riqi-Tio to Spagrix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Cherusians at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you.
Last one to the I'll go, but only for a little while. Last one is rotten egg.
Ha! I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're going to be the rotten egg.
Oh my gosh, that's too cute.
It appears there aren't so many patients at the moment. I only pray that such peaceful days continue.
After you finish helping Riqi, can you help us become warriors of light too?
Chesamel's medicines work really well. I just wish they didn't taste so bad. A warrior who fights with potions. It's certainly innovative. Innovative. I prefer a blade myself, but to each her own. See how her eyes shine, my friend. We have made her day.
Aww.
Seeing machinations or no, it wouldn't do to dash the dreams of one so young. The Exarch would feel the same, I believe.
She's so cute! I love her. I already love her.
Right, I'm here. What do I do? What do I do?
Well now, what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine?
That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world.
Yo, this kid is going places.
Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary learn to venture forth as a warrior of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream.
Huh? Why?
Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guard who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain.
Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good?
Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you to pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Cherusians may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive toward that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well, though I must warn you ours is not an easy path, though you must work very, very hard.
Oh, I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch.
That's the spirit. Without further ado, then may I entrust you with a task. I have placed an order at XIV for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it.
Oh, an ingredient? Leave it to me, miss.
Huh. Baby Earwiggle must protect. She's so cute.
My, such an abundance of energy. Though I can't help but wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at the XIV, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course to Riqi-Tio, I would assist in her first steps.
Oh, Alfina wanting to help her.
What about the two of you? Are you coming along too?
Well, we do want to become the warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riqi. So we'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight.
In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. If it isn't the warrior of darkness herself! May I assume you are with Master Alfino? Right, lest you wonder, Chesamel's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alfino and his young companion to help themselves to fruits on the vine. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable to make wine and medicine.
We're picking grapes off the vine?
Tiny Tail? Where?
Oh my gosh, she does have a tiny tail! Oh! Huh, are these small enough?
Ah, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredients still wants for harvesting, so we are going about that now.
Here, Riqi-Tio.
Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing!
Did she have hearts in her eyes? I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to the Chesimil?
Hee, I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them.
Tell me, Riqi, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light?
Why? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed.
It freaking looks like hearts in her eyes.
Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing or if there was anything else I could do. But then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought that's the same as what I want to do.
Cute. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end?
Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help.
Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Riqi-Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesimil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name, and as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvrant has become as a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spagarix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting.
Our admirers.
Huzzah, you're back! We're ready to start learning. Riqi didn't make you drink one of her grass potions, did she? Riqi-Tio was beaming with pride when she returned. It may only have been a simple task, but she won't soon forget this achievement. After chatting with our Killen Airwell here, we came to an agreement, but I'll let them explain their requests themselves. Thanks for helping with the grapes, Warrior of Darkness. In return, I promise to brew you a potion one day.
My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs, produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may have to give Riqi-Tio a little taste, hee.
Aw, this is so cute.
Why is that so friggin' cute?
Hey, Airwell.
Warrior of Darkness, if you've finished helping Riqi, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting? We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they've become a pest around the Restarium of late. We tried to sneak around outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if we're doing the fighting and we were just if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chesimil kindly furnished us with some lures for bait. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone follow me. Alice, wait just a... Come on then, children. It should be safe enough for the children here. We've heard the tales, but at last we can see you fight with our own eyes. We've been waiting for you, Warrior of Darkness. Everyone's here. Good, let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesimil's lures,
which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you are like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner.
Oh, this is a competition.
Oh? You're hunting too?
Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Zordia.
Does she just wanna... Okay.
Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado, let the contest begin.
This became a contest. Jeez, Alisaie.
Don't mind us, we'll be watching from a safe distance.
So the bats nest under the eaves. It's important to know your enemy. I won't blink, not even once.
Oh, there's so many.
The bats didn't stand a chance. Wow, that was amazing.
Well fought, Zordia. The children were hanging on your every move.
How you saw me from that distance?
As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure? Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. 5, 6, 7. 7 fangs from Alisaie. Which means that we have a draw. Zordia also collected 7 fangs. Oh, why does this feel even worse than losing? Just another measly fang and victory would have been mine. Don't look so surprised. I have no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know.
Alisaie's so cute.
So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions?
She's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like her.
Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Zordia and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide you wanted to become Warriors of Light?
Well, we were there listening with everyone when Ardbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see? And I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ardbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light.
What about you, Arkell?
Me? To be honest, I'm not sure what I want to do. But my friends were in trouble. I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together.
That's a wonderful goal.
You really think so? It's hard to explain, but something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it.
Oh, was he awakened too?
Well, for the both of you.
There's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves.
Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it.
These kids are going places. Or they're dying.
I understand how Arkell feels. The star shower didn't awaken me in Heidelin's voice, but the vision of the final days of Amarot's burning. It filled me with a sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind. When I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured, and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around, lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you. We'll see to it that their feet remain firmly planted on the ground.
I'm so worried. Alisaie? If anything happens to Alisaie,
It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon.
She says it's not... As you ponder Alisaie's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I miss Ardbert. What the heck? What?
私はなぜここに
Huh?
君が呼んだのか
What? Wait, what's going on? Hold on. We're definitely what's her name? Okay, give me some lore. Give me lore. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us. At times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
過去を見たかどうせ大した記憶は除けまいその様子では君の策略というわけでもなさそうだとなれば私自身の問題かまだ新たな願いに馴染んでいないのか
Give back Ardbert's body. Why must you embroil the people in your plan? What are you plotting? Give Ardbert's body back! I demand!
決戦の時を控えながら武器を捨てるバカがどこにいる
Eve? So it's about to happen? Wait.
何やっていることは君と同じだよ闇の戦士殿
Why you do this with Ardbert's
君
face?
が技を磨き装備を整え強敵たちをほふってきたように己にできる最善を尽くし道を阻む者を排除する
Okay.
お前はラハブレアを下しエメトセルクを消し去った真に良き世界のため長い時を戦ってきた彼らを
I mean, if you put it like that, I can understand why you're mad. Let's be real. I understand why you're mad.
もはや利用できるなどとは思わない君を我ら14人委員会の前に立ちはだかった最悪の敵と認めよう私は調停者エリディブス人と星とが正しく進むための機構ゾディアークを持ち員とした委員会の決議を是とし彼らの計画を結実に導くもの
Okay.
故に君を殺し魂ごと消し去ることだけを考えているよ
I don't like that. Stop using Ardbert's body!
遠くないうちにその命必ずもらい受ける
And I will
正しく世
save the
界を
world.
救うために
Is he also a warrior
そ
of
の前に
light?
一つだけ聞いておこう君とエメトセルクの最後の戦いを見ることができた開戦の直前
This is the
君を誰かと見間違えたのかな
I'm what's her name? Vamit? That has to be.
それについて思い当たることは
Hythlodeus called me his new old friend.
懐かしく新しい君か
Okay.
私にとっては窮地でなかったかあるいはそれも欠けたのか
Damn, if it's revealed that and we find out that we were actually like good friends with Emmett Selk.
おや先客がいたとは建設的な対話ならば邪魔せずに立ち去るが
Hey! Hi.
もしその人を揺さぶろうとしているだけならばそちらに退散
He
して
coming in like, yo, You causing trouble? 'Cause I'm here. Nothing's gonna happen. Get out. Ah! What did you do?
光の加護は受けていないが魂ただ人でも追い出せないか
Rip your guys' ears though. I'm sorry, I was not expecting that. You tried to touch his soul. Are you okay?
大丈夫。さすがに驚いたが問題はないようだ。
Don't do this to me! XArc, don't do that again. XArc, don't you dare do that again. Stay in your crystal tower. Stay.
あ、この腕はその別件だ。
What are you doing?
あなた方が召喚されてきてからはつい張り切ってばかりだ。塔がかかった負担を補うために端末たる私への侵食を深めてきたのだよ。この程度なら今さら困ることもない。大丈夫だと訴えたんだがベークラグドのは聞いてくれず休憩してこいと放り出されたのだ。
It's taking up almost half of your like it's taking over your face, my dude.
小言はなしで頼む。これは私が前へ進んでいる証
A badge of honor that's consuming your body, my dude.
かつて生み出した人たちが言っていたんだ。
This piano. I need the piano renditions of all the Final Fantasy XIV songs.
何年経っても英雄の物語が愛されるのは人が生きるのに少しばかりのロマンや憧れ誇りなんかがいるからなのだと。だから私を送り出すことがこんな馬鹿げた計画の成功こそが何よりの希望になるって。あいつらたくましいんだよ。計画が成功したら泥沼みたいな世界を救う方法だって案外しれっと思いつくかもしれないぞとかさ。何の根拠もないくせに。
Aww.
それを強がりだったんじゃないかと思って耐え難い日もあった。だけどここまで歩んできて私自身も多くを送り出しあなた方を送ろうとしている今やっと曇りなく認められそうなんだ。
Here we go.
やり遂げた先には確かに希望が生まれる。彼らの言葉もそうなりたいという願いで幸せを目指さんとする一歩だったんだって。だからどうか私にも少しの無茶を
Recklessness? I don't know. I feel like you're gonna die. I feel like everyone's gonna die.
水晶校がやるべきことを全て終えられたらあなたに話したいことがあるんだ。
I don't like this. What happened?
よかった。二人ともここにいらしたんですね。
What happened?
何かあったのか。
What happened? What
タ
happened?
ンクレットが倒れたんです。
No! He was the first. Because he was the first to be...
Seems fate determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details from Reen. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to Spagarix. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the floor. The Cherusians are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the XIV told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to the Spagarix. It appears our friend has already awakened. For that, at least, we can be thankful.
Reen found you, then. We had to send the children off earlier than planned, but they understood.
Fear this bodes ill, not just for Thancred.
Thancred, shouldn't you be resting?
This is not boding well, guys.
They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, otherwise well enough. Won't be staying overnight. The episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. All this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Oriange nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue.
When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back.
We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea.
These guys need a rest. That's what they need to do.
The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since. But there was no actual fainting until now.
She was also feeling it. You better say something, Elise.
As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries. It most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Zordia, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking into our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune, beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground.
You can count on me.
Gods, no! I've been itching to get out there for a while. Alice, you were lightheaded. Mayhap Oriange too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spiritual vessel's construction. It is for Becklug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news.
You'll do no such thing, however heedless you are of your own well-being. If you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find Oriange.
Aww.
All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Zordia. Lest you misunderstand, I'm not averse to putting my feet up. It's being coddled like a brittle-boned non-agenarian that chafes.
I know you cross the rift all the time, but please take care. Zordia, what excellent awful timing.
Uh-oh.
You see our friends. They've taken a turn for the worse. Kryl's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days.
Can we go see them?
She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. But listen to me, I call myself a receptionist, and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here.
I'm worried.
So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You better talk to Kryl. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, all right?
I'm not ready for this. They're probably like crystallizing, aren't they? The cinematic looks different. It looks more detailed. I'm scared. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? This is making me so nervous. I don't like this. Okay, they're not crystallizing. Okay. Okay. They're just... I'm not used to seeing them in, like, civilian clothes. Kryl! Kryl is going to collapse. Don't you dare do that to me, Sakat. Don't you dare do that to me.
みんなが
Hate you, Sakara, I hate you!
している以上、余計な重圧はかけるべきではないと思っていたの。
Dang, Kryl is doing all this on her own.
今見に来てもらって正解だったかもしれないわね。冷たくて硬い。まるで剥製か人形のようでしょ。
Well, that's scary.
かろうじて生きてはいるのよ。でも本当にかろうじてもっと良かったの。エーテルに揺らぎが起こることはあったけれど、ただ眠っているかのような健やかさだったわ。だけどここに来て急変。マトウヤ様にも連絡を取ったけれど原因はわからなかった。ただ覚えておくように言われたわ。魂と生命にまつわる事象は未だ人の手には余るもの。予期せぬ事態なんていくらでも起きるんだって。
Right, what's equal to the life of a soul? What is equal? What price for a soul?
ね、こんな時こそ笑顔でいきましょう。焦ったり落ち込んだりしたら余計に解決しなくなっちゃう。
I was expecting Matoya to be here also providing,
大
but
丈夫よ。今も少しサンクレットさんの容体が揺れてたけど、このクルルさんがちゃんと安定させたもの。
Kryl the MVP.
他のみんなも生命力が落ち込みはしたものの、その状態で安定してる。しばらくこの場を離れても問題ないわ。だから外であなたの話を聞かせてくれる？
I don't know if we want to leave them. Wait, why are the other 3 beds empty? Oh, they're not. Never mind. I was just not looking hard enough. Never mind.
As you probably noticed, we've put them in night clothes. I know they're not exactly asleep, but it seems like the right thing to do. I've made them some new clothes for when they wake up, so they have to come back, and they will.
And what news from the first? I see, work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I am still able to quell the fluctuations in their aether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients.
Zordia, could you spare a moment? While Kryl goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there.
Well, I'd better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Is she wearing... Oh my gosh, Tataru looking so cute. What the heck?
There you are, Zordia. I'm sure you've guessed the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kryl, I can't do much to help our friends directly. That doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all of this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven even as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. They're baked to perfection. Even if I do say so myself.
Bread? What kind of bread? It's bread. Your cake looks like bread. This is definitely a mood shifter from what you just saw to this. It's very good pacing. I gotta say, it's really good pacing. It's bread.
It is bread, silly! And it's not just any old bread. This here is old world bread. Orcon loaf, to be precise. It's what they eat over in Charleyan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Kryl tells me it's a good source of aether, so it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. This is true. Kryl, if And if it isn't, Rambros too.
Rambros?
I trust you require no introductions either, Zordia.
Yeah, Rambros is the one from the Crystal Tower. I remember because I've been doing a bunch of summoner stuff, so I've seen Rambros recently.
Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain elegant technologies.
I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the First. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it's him and his fellow sons.
Ahem! Loath am I to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement. My memory transference was the sole province of elegant royalty, its mechanisms closely guarded secret. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it, to which I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here empty-handed as I am. The answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Aww. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remained behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now.
Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back?
That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed.
Well, there you have it, Zordia. If you would be so good as to see Rambros's message and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course.
Cryle, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try? Just to make sure everything's as it should be?
But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds.
As am I. If you are a cook, a chef, I volunteer as tribute to be taste tester.
Excuse me, Rambros, as a fellow Charleon, may I trouble you for your opinion?
I see.
Oh no, is it that bad?
It is indeed, Tataru, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charleon, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who would actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the what? All with nary a care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. Bruh. Yet for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied, and being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. And he wanted jam on this?
I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste. But no, it's all too familiar. Ah, how it takes me back.
If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it.
Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Zordia, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can, and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back.
Ah, you are returned. Good. There is much to discuss. The others are making their way hither as we speak.
By the 12! Archon loaf! How did you ever come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Charleon. Rambros said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition, and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forgo on regardless. Forgo on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey before the others arrive. I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation.
Here they come. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
すまない。待たせてしまったかな。
軽く回れる範囲で各地の状況を見回ってきた。結論から言えば、アシエンは確かに出没している。
Throughout the realm? But why? Don't answer that question.
赤き仮面の者たちではありません。その手先たる黒き仮面のアシエンたちでした。
Inferior rank.
ああ。やっていることも生活の変化に伴う不安につけ込んで、ちょっとした小競り合いの種をまく程度だ。今のところはいずれも大事に発展していない。
そうそう。最近光の戦士を目指してここから出た人たちがいざこざの解決に当たってるのも見かけたわよ。
That's cute. At least they're doing something.
彼らの心意気自体は称賛すべきものだ。できることならこのまま応援してやりたいが。
エリディブスは光の戦士を担ぎ上げたいようだからな。悪を用意し、あえて打倒させること自体が策略のうちという可能性も高い。意気込んでいる新人連中には悪いが、俺たちで秘密裏にアシエンをあぶり出して対処すべきだろう。
I agree.
妥当だな。
Trying to figure out why.
それで君の方は、私たちの体はどうだったんだい？
It's not looking good, Alfino. It's not looking good, I'll tell you that. Well enough, though time is not on our side. I'm sorry, but things have taken a turn for the worse. I'm gonna be honest.
なるほど。生命力の急速な低下。クルルさんやマトウヤ様がついていてもか。それはいよいよ急いだ方が良さそうだ。
となればソウルサイフォンの状況ね。その後はどう？進展はしておるぞ。実物を持ってくるから少し待っておれ。
I'm scared. Why does this give me like...
結晶が加えられている。では、あの方法は
The red makes me think of Sukuna's fingers from Jujutsu Kaisen.
皆にもわかるよ。順を追って説明しよう。
Okay, yes, please explain.
さて、これまでの状況は覚えておるな。わしらは知恵を持ち寄って白成績を元にした新たなマグを制作した。
Is that his blood? Is that Exarch's blood?
これで魂を運ぶことができる。アリ勢の使い魔によって魂を不活性化させれば成功率はなおのこと上がろう。一方でこのままでは記憶が伴わん。そこで水晶鉱の知るアラグの記憶継承術をマグに込めることになったのだ。
問題はその術が血を媒介とするものだったことだ。当然ながら血を持たざるマグにはそのまま使えない。
So we took from your blood.
私たちはしばらく術の改変を試みていたのだが、結局うまく定着させることができなかった。そこでだ。マグと術の親和性を高めるため、マグそのものに結晶化させた私の血を用いてみたのだ。
Yeah, because you're turning into a crystal.
見たのだって。やってもらってる身で文句は言えないけど、あなたその左腕の変化だってみんな気づいてないわけじゃないんだからね。
Right.
命を差し出すよりはいくらも安いさ。無論 あなた方の未来を奪ってしまうよりもいい。
Right, he was willing to sacrifice himself, so this is less deathly. So that makes
もし
sense.
としてもこれで成功することを祈るばかりよ。ちょうどこれから改めて記憶継承術を込めてみるところゆえ、もう少しだけ時間をもらえんか。
そういうことならとっととここを出るとしよう。黒仮面たちの対処もしっかりやれることをやって待つんだ。
ねえ、それ6つあるわよね。私たちが使うにしては1つ多い。
ああ、一つはいわば試験用だ。術が込められたかを見るために私が使っている。
This is sus.
それってつまりやろうと思えば水晶光の魂と記憶も原初世界に持って帰れるってことじゃない？
持っていくだけならば確かにできるだろう。だが空の器に中身を戻すようなあなた方と違ってこの私と原初世界の私を統合するのは満たされた器にさらに水を注ぐようなもの。うまく混ざり合って収まればいいが、実際にどうなるかは予測さえつかないのだ。
それでいいの？
ああ、今は。
Oh, this is sus. Okay.
そう。
Well, he was willing to die anyway, so I can see why. Alisaie's really affected by this, though.
I'm sorry. I know it was childish to storm off like that, and probably to feel the way I do as well. Pull yourself together, Alisaie. When our grandfather first decided to journey to Eorzea, Alisaie did not take kindly to my silence on the subject. Don't pretend to understand things you don't, she said, or rather shouted. Having oft been the object of her scorn, I am predisposed to sympathize with the Exarch, but I do understand how she feels, better now than ever I did. Certainly. I, for one, support the Exarch's choice. To be alive is to be driven by a purpose, and few are as driven as him. It's stupid, but I've never really stopped to think about what would happen once the vessels were complete. And now... No, there's no point. I hope the test is a success. Truly. Hast thou a moment, Zordia? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties. Yet if Becklug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of its plan with some confidence. And it is their assignment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self, which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition, as thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert. However, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem, for nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths.
I say welcome to